special!
In the name of the Father, and in the presence of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forth. May the blessings of the gods light your path for all eternity. Farewell.
If, following this, Arcadia should launch an attack by both land and air, our kingdom will stand little...
Nabudis has fallen.
Impossible!
My father? I know not. I am sorry.
If Nabudis has indeed fallen, it is only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca. There is nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalvino with all haste.
I will go.
And I will go at his side.
Galtea, stand watch over your life.
That I be considered worthy.
The fortress is lost! We must withdraw!
No! The paling still stands!
Shield beyond sight, ne'er failing light.
The paling's fallen!
Then it's over!
For my father! For my father!
Lord Rassler!
blessings of the Great Father descend, and guide your bodies return to the earth. Great Father, guide your spirits return to the Mother of all. There you shall find peace. Pharaoh.
The death of Lord Rasla Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice. Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west. The invasion of the Kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rasla's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. A counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca, ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender. Lord Ramanas, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of RABANASTRE when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them. The treaty would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
You there? Can you hear me?
It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland. Your name?
Rex, sir. My name's Rex.
Good. Rex. You bore a few cuts, but you are still whole. Well, can you stand? Think you can fight?
I'm fine, sir.
How old are you, Rex?
17, sir.
Young. Family?
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in RABANASTRE.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
I'm aware of the situation.
We found them! Over there!
Mossel, go ahead. I will handle this rabble.
Godspeed.
Steady, Rex. Keep your wits about you and you'll make it. We move!
And then we do this. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Welcome to the tutorial! Can I say Jackie? No. No, I cannot say Jackie. I apologize. I've actually never played SimCity Society, so I can't say if it's bad or not. Also, I am mumbling to myself as far as YouTube is concerned. Welcome to Final Fantasy XII. I am the best assist at intros. This is a tutorial. If you've not played a Final Fantasy game before and don't know how to operate a controller, this is where you would go. I've played the game before and I've operated a controller. This game has a... Say what? This game has a system that a lot of people find issue with, and it's called the Gambit system, and that'll be explained a bit later, but you can set it up to basically play the game for you. If you do it correctly. What I'll do is I won't be using gambits on my main character, which would be the one I am directly controlling. I'll have their gambits off. But, you know, everyone else I'll probably be running gambits on them because it's a real-time system, so I don't want to be dealing with 3 characters. Apparently I'm supposed to say XII the New? What? XII the New? I've heard the moose loose about this hoose thing. That's actually hilarious. I don't know what it means, but I just like how it's said. Yaki. I had a friend, I don't know if you'd still consider them a friend, but I had a friend who he called Yaki all the time. Yaki. This is how the basic real-time system goes. Everyone's targeting is based on these little lines here, as it says down there. If there's a red line, someone is trying to maul your face. Other than the real-time system, it basically works the same. As it states right there, there's a nice little feature. Will automatically resume your previous action. So if I attack, like such, on that guy, get a little action thing there, and everyone else comes around to help. If I were to do that and then use a potion or something like that, after he uses a potion, he will go back to attacking whatever's near him. Jacqueline? That's how I always say Jacqueline.
Captain?
It's probably not right, but Jacqueline? That doesn't sound right at all. Look, it's one of them fancy hovering things. With the rings that don't actually touch it. These things operate on some sort of electricity, magnetism deal, probably is what I'm going to assume their backstory is. First boss fight in the game, like 20 seconds in, if you actually know what you're doing, but, is the Air Cutter Remora. Don't even worry about it, it can't kill you. Well, actually it could, but the AI around me, these standard soldiers, not the guy with the blonde hair there, are set to use potions whenever you get hurt, so just kind of hit it a bunch. Once it gets, I think, half health, it'll trigger the end scene. I think it's half health. And there goes that guy with potions. Potions for everybody, and apparently Yuri likes my voice. I would imagine so, because if you're watching this for something other than my voice, that's, you know, sure. And this gives you a little teaser of what are essentially limit breaks. I can't remember what they're called here, but they're pretty fancy. Sunbuddy. Did I forget to turn subtitles on before I started this?
Well fought.
I think I forgot to turn subtitles on before I started this. Is there a way to do that here? Battle mode. Just set it to wait, actually. Battle speed is fast. I don't see... Oh, there it is. On. Yay! Subtitles. That is a key thing to remember. For this first part... Oh, I forgot to attack. The little indicator things are actually kind of messed up. I don't know what's wrong with them, but they always do that every time I play. They all either turn yellow or blue for whatever reason. They're not supposed to do that. Or sorry, yellow or red. They're not supposed to do that. I don't know what triggers that, but whatever. They're supposed to be blue, green, or red. I think the enemies will turn yellow mid-action, I think. I don't know. It's been a while since I played this, but we need to go this way. Those little dotted lines are area transitions, if you couldn't figure that out already. Lost my voice there when I said already, like a boss.
Vossler! Where are you?
Vossler.
What if Captain Ozilus has fallen?
He sounds so angry.
Nonsense. Vossler's laughed in the face of death far too many times for him to stop now. Men
Don't
like
make me
him
stab
don't die in places like this.
Seriously, he sounds like he wants to stab him.
We will take him to safety.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty...
Wait. Quickly, Rex.
Quickly! Let me stab you. Now, there's a, as I just showed you right there, there's a fleeing system in this, and since it's not random encounters, you have to actually hold down a button. This just sets you and any AI companions that you have direct control that are in your party, we just have Rex here, to not attack anything, which I'm going to be using. You can sit here and, as he just explains what I just said right there, you can sit there and fight them, but you don't get anything out of it. I'm just going to run around and collect treasure chests. You have to not be fleeing to get treasure chests, by the way. A little tidbit of information there. I don't think there's anything this way, is there? We're gonna explore anyway. Because I can. It's not like it takes very long anyway, because we're fleeing. The enemies in this area are continuously spawning, like one every so often, I believe. Or is that the next area? I don't know. There's an area where they spawn constantly. Oh, nope, they spawned again. Okay. Just don't worry about them and run away. I'm trying to get all the treasure chests, but I don't remember where they all are, so I'm just gonna run around. There's a ultimate weapon, I guess. Like, what is it called? The Zodiac Spear that requires you not pick up certain treasure chests. I am not going to be doing that because I do not remember which treasure chest it is, and I cannot be bothered looking it up. Because I'll probably do something stupid and pick up one on accident and then have to like reload if I were doing that, so I'm not going to do it. And y'all can deal with it. Because you's not the one playing the game. There's a tutorial. If you can't tell by the suspicious guy standing over there. Yes, that is a save crystal. Yes, yes. It acts exactly the same as 10. It will heal you completely when you touch it. You don't have to actually save. One nice feature is you regenerate MP as you walk around, kind of like MP Stroll, but without actually having to have MP Stroll, if you get what I mean. If you're catching what I'm saying. I'm saying some things that don't make no sense.
Don't let them escape!
Everyone sounds so angry.
We have little time. You must go to the king. I'll handle these.
Fight well.
The guy who just woke up from being unconscious will handle these 4 guards. These are weaker than the standard guards in the area. Thankfully, otherwise they would maul you. Another thing I should explain... Actually, there's a ton of things I should explain. I keep forgetting to attack stuff. I'm just going to stand there and get beat down. Based on the weapon type you have, there's a certain chance to get multiple hits per attack. So you can get like a 2 times, 3 times, however, I think it goes up to 9 times combo. I'm trying to get a good camera angle here. There we go. Lovely camera angle that was for that kill shot. Which increases your damage output by quite a lot, and there's several strategies for bosses that actually use 1 DPS character set up like that to just get 9 hits in a row continuously. Is there anything down here? Nope. And that little chain thing that keeps popping up in the bottom right is how many of said item, or sorry, not item, how many of certain enemy I've killed in a row without killing another one. You get better loot and experience as that goes up, and then you get like random effects like healing and stuff randomly. As would be inclined by random effects, they might be random. One might say they are random effects that are random. Rex, what have you done? You've killed everyone. By the way, if you recall, we sent the other guy ahead of us. And this is a little, like, story hole that I never understood. That'll come up here shortly.
Your Majesty. Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Dalmasca to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Weird camera effects there.
Captain,
Seize the insurgent. Hello.
The thing I'm pointing out is it looks through the entire room with the camera angles it's got, but you never actually see Captain whatever his name is. And he comes up behind
so
him.
So much for peaceful negotiations.
And again, the
We'll
voice
never
is weird.
surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear captain.
And I speak through an echoey paper tube.
Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now.
And all of its papery tubes.
We intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect.
But not your tubes.
But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it. Take the captain away.
Beat him with paper tubes.
Off you go.
I like how they leave all the dying people there. As Rex just kind of looks around and breathes heavily. I'm not alive, don't look at me. I'm just having a bad dream.
Vaughn.
Vaughn. Why would Rex say Vaughn? And how are we supposed to play a game if the character's dead?
Pretenses
Whatever would
of
we
peace
do?
left by the wayside, the Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward RABANASTRE. Dalmasca's doom had been decided.
By
To make
explosions.
resistance would serve
and
no
pew-pew.
end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace.
And paper tubes.
Prayer too for the noble Princess Ash,
Who didn't like paper
wrought
tubes.
with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life. Know also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death. They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin.
And lack of paper tubes. We're just on a paper tube roll for whatever reason now.
Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
Oh no! Also, that guy will tell the story periodically as we go. Periodically. Too many peas, my good sir. Too many peas. In a pod. They're gonna burst out of the pod. There's too many peas. I don't know where I'm going with that. Welcome to this place. Also, because this game is more intensive than Final Fantasy X, in some instances, there may be frame drop. Hopefully it's not noticeable, but you'll probably pick it up in the audio when it starts stretching out or something stupid.
Find us. I know. Just a little more.
Plus I have the audio on like the lowest emulation setting, so sometimes it sounds funny.
1, 2, 3 more. Alright. Time to clean house.
Those I almost said rabbits. Do we have anything? We have steel. Let's steal from stuff. These rats have red glowy eyes. I don't know if I like that. Now this part, they should take a couple hits to kill, but they keep running away from you as you go, so you kind of have to like pin them into a corner and hope they don't run. The ones that you aren't fighting will just haphazardly, willy-nilly run around, because they're rats, and that's what rats do. Also, if you get too close to them, it'll force them back, then he's running, right? I've had instances where they just run completely around this place with me following them. It's kind of annoying. Hello, rat. And he's glitching out. There he goes. He just keeps running in place. I don't know why he's doing that. Oh, I didn't kill him. Oh. I got a low damage roll. There we go. That is the basicest of the basicest of the combat in this game, by the way. It gets pretty fancy when you start getting into some of the boss fights later on.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now.
Because I killed some rats that didn't really do anything but run around with glowy eyeballs.
That's enough for today. You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops, totally forgot. You should come, Vaughn. He's busy today. Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
And make them into tubes. Everything in this economy runs on tubes. Else we wouldn't be able to speak like that. I should do an episode with a tube now. I don't think I could fit my microphone in it, though. Welcome to the royal city of RABANASTRE. It is RABANASTRE, not like RABANASTRE or something like that. It's like center in the British speak. British speak? That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm talking about. Center spelt with TRE at the end. What is that? Is that like a standard English? What?
Take it. It's a gift.
Leave the poor sod be. We don't want trouble today.
Your luck, peddler.
Oops, sorry.
Which way you're going, Churl? What? My pouch! It's gone! The boy! Get out the way!
Dude, what's with these people's accents? I don't understand. Don't be mocking my tubes, Sherry. Don't be mocking my tubes. They're vital to this nation's economy. They manufacture and export tubes. Made of a variety of things, including tanned person hides, apparently. People hides, man hide, human hide. Also, just like 10, there's some graphical issues with 12. Mainly it gets a little blurry sometimes.
That's mine. What do you mean, yours?
I don't know why it does that.
Again. What happens if they catch
I've tried
you?
fixing it, I don't know how. Also, the shadows for
you're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
certain characters are broken, like her.
Now?
It only does it in RABANASTRE as far as I'm aware, the broken
you gotta
shadows.
watch out for yourself. Come on, Pinello. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think
the blurry thing does all the time. I don't know how to fix it.
The people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well,
thievery.
Wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
He has a point, he didn't say that.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this?
Also, look at them abs on him. Look at Vaughn's abs. They're amazing. I like how that airship actually has like a a sail on it. That is like
One of
a
these
Yolden
days,
style airship
I'll
there.
fly an airship of my own.
I don't even know how
I'll be
that
a
flies.
scout.
It's just a ship
Free to
in
go
the
where I
sky,
want.
quite literally. In the air, if you will.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon. Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place.
Otherwise known as
It might be
tutorials.
a good idea to lend a hand.
This is another one of them games where you cannot skip tutorials. Hello, Rita. How are you? Yes, tutorial. This is the map. It tells you everything you need. Quite literally everything. Let me show it to you. Let's see here. World map, there it is. This is the world. All we know about right now is Naluna Fortress, the waterway, and Rabanastre. The waterway is where we just came from, and the fortress, I'm pretty sure is, if I can, there we go. Is that where we were fighting? I think that's where the intro fighting scene area was, but we're in Rabanastre. And if I were to do this correctly, you can select Rabanastre or Lowtown. We haven't been in the Lowtown, I don't believe. So here's Rabanastre. It's amazing. Has all the shops and all that stuff. There's standard RPG kind of affair icons. The sword is obviously weapons, shield is armor, stuff like that. One thing is, magic is the purple staff thing there, and techniques is the golden scroll, and I think gambits is something else. What is gambits? I don't remember what Gambit's icon is, but you can purchase Gambits that you can use, like ally less than 50% HP or some complicated crap like that. We just need to go to Miguelo, who's this fine fellow standing down here. How are you doing, fine sir?
Vaughn, I was
Dog.
waiting.
Penelo said you needed something?
I have tutorials for
Had me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble on the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert team's in trouble. I'd be sending you to early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sandsea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that.
Oh, good God,
He's
man,
gone
what do you
missing
want?
on me too.
Bah.
I can't leave my shop and I've Penelo on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sandsea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Sounds wild.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
Like when you give me free bread. I like free bread. Oop. So now we have to run, by the way, pushing select or back if you're using 360 controller. We'll show you the map. We need to go up to this bar area like thing up here. They sell alcohol. No, they don't actually. I don't think there's any in this game. There might be, I don't know. Might be some obscene, weird named drink or something. I don't know. We need to go over here and find Kites, so we can get Kites to get the food, to replace the other food and bring it back to the dude with the funny voice. Yay. Tutorials. While we're here though, we get to learn about the license system, and I think we learn about the hunt system, which is a side quest thing.
There you are, Kites. Stop loafing around.
Look, Vaughn, look! This is it!
We
This
have places
is
to
why
fly
Miguelo's
to.
courier didn't get here on time.
Creature spotted in Ester Sand. What is that thing?
It's a tomato.
Ah, Vaughn.
Teeth.
Miguelo sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself. I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet to welcome the Imperials, eh?
Welcoming? We should be... whatever. Say, Tomage, what's this?
Why do we all have
don't
weird
remind me.
names?
Got some nastiness out there in the Ester Sand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
And
Now
welcome to
that's
how
work.
hunts work.
Sounds 10 times better than running errands for Miguelo.
That's right. Vaughn, you should give it a shot.
And you should be getting back to Miguelo. Now, Kites. He was waiting for you.
Oh, right.
The hunt side quest leads to some of the hardest enemies in the game, by the way. Such as, I believe his name's Yazmat, which is like a 2-hour-long fight of epic proportioning. Epic proportioning. You get 2 tablespoons. So here's how it works, blah 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 blah. I'm not reading this. If you want to read it, you have eyeballs, and it should be good enough to read, so. Whenever we get to another save point, I'll probably trim this since it is a test and all, but here we go. So a NPC character, basically, well, they're not random, but they are predetermined, but they're, you know, I don't want to go into the details, but a person puts up a bill for someone to kill a certain monster. You talk to the person, kill the monster, and go talk to the person again, then you get your prize for it. You also get some points in the clan system, and you get, after getting so many points or capturing, you know, killing certain monsters, you get bonus. Like some potions. Now we get to learn about the license system. Yay, licenses. This is how this Final Fantasy works. You don't just level up and you don't have predetermined classes unless you're doing the international version. Then you have predetermined classes. I am not. But everyone has the same license grid, I guess, license thing, whatever this is, license board, that's what it's called. So everyone has the same one, and they can all learn the same things, theoretically. And this is an automatic thing, which I'm going to fast forward because I can. And I'm sure you don't want to sit there and watch that. Whoops. And as it explains there, licenses are what allows you to equip things. Like a mithril blade, or a mithril sword. And there you go. If it's not in your inventory, it will be grayed out. If it is, it will be white. Or brightened, I should say. Same goes for magic, techniques, and whatnot have you. What have you not? Things that you do not have. Or do, I don't know. Also, I love RABANASTRE's music. I don't know why, I just like it so much. Fast forwarding again. Quickenings, that's what the limit break style things that we saw earlier are, quickenings. Only each quickening sphere, or not sphere, I'm just too much Final Fantasy X. Each quickening license can only be learned by one person apiece, but there are enough to max out all of your party. So you don't need to worry about that. It's just that obviously some are easier for certain characters to get early because of where they start at. Oops. Accessories 1. We need to learn this. Move up to it. Click yes. The number on the bottom left of the grid, the square thing, whatever that is. The bottom left of the license is the license point requirement, which is shown in the top left. I'm just... directions, man. They're confusing me. Don't know what to do with all these directions. Also, probably skipped over that too quickly for you too. As you unlock stuff, you gain access to every square around it. Blah 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 tutorials. I really wish you could skip these, but you can't. It's quite maddening, actually. And now we can leave this city to go hunt his mark. Through the east gate, which there should be a save point on the east gate. Which will be where I end the test, because it's a test and I don't want to run for freaking ever, and it's fairly late for me. Not super late for me, but you know. Later than I usually do. The east gate is actually all the way to the south, and then to the east. It's basically the southeast gate. I don't know why they call it the east gate, but whatever. I suppose it's the most easternly gate they have in this place. I suppose that would work. It would be great if you could cut through that gated off area, but you can't do that. You have to cut around this way, and then loop back on itself, which makes no sense to me, but I didn't design the map, so whatever. We need to go this way. which is towards the east gate, if you haven't figured out yet where we're going.
You there, let's see some papers, boy. No public passage on account of the Lord Consul's parade.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. You see, it just so happens that your provisioner for the fete tonight, he sent me to pick up a few choice morsels for the, Consul's dining pleasure. He wants them quick. I got the writ of transit right here. You see? Signed, Miguelo. I just hate to see the Consul upset because his food wasn't ready on time. And I sure hate to see him take it out on you.
So let's waste time by talking.
I'm not one to take offense in such trifling matters.
You fool.
Move along, boy. Wouldn't do to keep the Consul waiting.
We win.
Right. Gates are closed after this.
Although we could have won in a slightly less childish manner, but whatever. We'll roll with it. But here we go. Here's East Gate with all the people standing outside and whatnot, and here is a save point. Periodically you'll come across orange save points, by the way. I think there is one in RABANASTRE in the south. There it is. You can see the orange save crystal down there in the bottom. Those are teleport crystals that you can move around between. I think they require a certain item, probably called a teleport crystal, to move between them, but they're quite handy. But I'm going to save it here and end it as my test version video thing that I will probably end up uploading anyway because it's probably good enough quality. And I will see you next time / tomorrow / whenever I do this again / when I decide to stop doing explosion noises. That made no sense whatsoever, but see ya.